Yo gang, what's happening? Is your boy Busy back with another video, and today I'm gonna be dipping my toes back in after that huge loss we had last video. So I'm gonna show you guys what's my strategy when I lose and how am I coming back. So it's a lot that's gonna be said here, so make sure you're listening and you're tuned in. Before we get into it, I got my mouth a little stuck there. Before we get into it, I gotta plug myself. Don't forget to follow your boy on Instagram, join his Telegram channel. Best free signals there is in the game. Links are in the description. And if you're looking for a good place to trade, you can try out Pocket Option. Links will be in the description. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So gang, let's get right into the chart. And as you can see, I've got my pairs ready. And you can see that my money in my account is a little bit lower than it was last time. That is simply because I have a rule on here, and I tell you guys this every single time. After I take a huge loss, I take away some amount of money. So usually it's the equivalent of the amount of money that I lost. So last time I lost 9K, I end up taking out 9K out of my account. So this is what I have left, and this is what I will be trading with today. So we're gonna start with trading about $500, and I've been looking at all of these pairs today. This pair, you can see I have my lines drawn up. I've been looking at them, and I'm thinking the market is going to just continue to go upwards here. There's nowhere but up. So I'm going to enter for 500 for 2 minutes right here. And I've been looking at all the pairs. So, another thing I like to do is look at the different time frames. I like to do M10 with M2 most of the time. I might go to M5 for a second to also see. Same situation. So it's looking like the right thing to do right now is to enter into a call. It's the right thing to learn, right? Except you think that the market is gonna turn right over here, and it's so close that it bounces off of it. So that's very, very possible as well. But I'm not getting that signal from my M5. Still very, very bullish. But 2 minute time frame, we could easily scalp here and probably take a little bit of profit. See the density of the candles. They're really pushing. I don't see a lot of pushback from the buyers on here. Starting to see a little bit coming to the end. But I think, no, this is definitely a put. I think we're seeing the market see a little pushing up and down. Now we see a little bit of rally for the buyers. But I think this might be a good point to enter into a put. Now we're seeing a little bit more bullish after I entered into my put. Fingers crossed. So we took profit on one of our trades. Now we've got our second trade as well. Alright, so this is where we took our first trade. We're going to switch over to CAD CHF, Canadian dollar and Swiss francs. And what we're looking at here is, you can see there's a lot of movements in the market. You can see a lot of crazy sideways movements as well. I'm probably not going to trade this pair. Might go back to British pounds and Canadian dollars. And I think if you continue to follow this trend upwards, you can't go wrong. I think you can't go wrong. Let's 10. Yeah, I think you can't go wrong to continue following that trend upwards. Now, find the right entry point is I want to find a place where the sellers really push the price down and right before the buyers take over. Because usually what I've noticed, close to the end of the candle, you can see a little bit of a push. So we're just waiting for that sweet spot right before the candle ends and before it starts over again. Oh, looks like we were out of the money for a second on that trade. We're in the money with 20 seconds left. And that might be it right there. That might just be our point if we don't see it pull. Okay, we see it pull a little bit lower. Alright, so on our Euro UAG, we end up losing that trade, which is wild. Which is very, very wild, unexpected in my opinion. I will bet everything on the fact that that market should be corrected right now. Bet everything that will be corrected. So let's go back to our trade right here. We really thought that the market should continue to follow the trend that I started here. I wasn't expecting to see a very bearish candle right here. Let's see how our other trades are going. We're looking kind of good on here. I really don't like the fact that the candle still hasn't taken any solid position here. This feels like a lost cause at this point. Look at how bullish bearish that candle is. And right here, we're close. After seeing such bearish candles, I'm really surprised that the price is even over our entry point. Got 2 seconds left, so I'm expecting a last minute push on this candle, but just look at how this price has been stuck here and hasn't moved past at all, just below our entry point. So it looks like we lost our trade right here, and looks like our gamble right here might pay off. And now we see the market start to move in that direction. So as you can see, we're in profit a little bit. Not exactly what you want to see, but it's a start. Getting back into the account. Always remember, whenever you take a huge loss, the way I like to think of it is you want to take a step back. And evaluate. I like to withdraw some money from the account because you don't want to go chasing your losses. So I like to withdraw some money, take some winnings. Always make sure you take your winnings whenever you have the opportunity. Many of you don't forget about it, because I've heard so many stories of guys who have gone up to from 10K to 100K. Like, I get those messages all the time, and they're like, "Oh, BZ, I'm doing so great. I'm doing so great with your signals. I'm doing so great with everything. I'm trading on myself." Like, they trade all night. They go to work. They wake up next day. They trade all day, and they end up breaking like a substantial amount of money. And at the end of the day, they start losing, and it doesn't feel the same way like when you're winning, because you felt like, oh, I had 120 grand, now I have 50, but you started with 10. You can still take that 50 and be happy. You understand? So definitely keep that in the back of your mind every time you're trading. Thank you guys for joining for another video. It's been your boy Busy, and I'm out.